was ecstatic when I found out that Resident Evil would have Chris Redfield co-star alongside Claire and Code Veronica. But as any RE fan, we should. First time the long-lost brother reunites with his sister after what, nearly 4 years? It was a build-up that started as soon as I struggled to tear away the clear plastic that was keeping me from putting the damn disc in my PS2. It got worse because as I started playing, I realized I had to start the game off with Claire Redfield. Talking about throwing a wrench in the game, literally. I wasn't bothered as much because I knew that eventually I finally get my time to kick some zombie butt with Chris Redfield, which if you haven't gotten the memo by now, us Resident Evil fans, we take pride in having the opportunity to eventually see the game through Chris's lenses, aka the only guy in the game that doesn't have a drinking problem. Yes, Leon, I'm looking at you. But there's nothing wrong with downing a couple Jameson shots from time to time, hitting Tyrant with the Mozambique drill on a consecutive basis. I just like to admire the type of craftsmanship Chris uses from time to time. I just wasn't expecting it to be with the Glock 17 and Code Veronica, which had all of us Day One fans screaming like Jonah Hill did in the Mars Volta scene in the Get Him to Greek movie. To be frank, we were all expecting a beautiful Samurai Edge Beretta 92F to play in the cameo, but I was wrong. And I'm glad I was. Fast forwarding 20 years to the present, the game Resident Evil Code Veronica is the sole reason why the Glock 17 is my favorite handgun of all time. Not because my favorite character in the game threw a curveball and hit us all with the element of surprise and tried a new toy for a change, but because my curiosity as a kid grew to question to do research and eventually found enough viable information to prove that there will never be another gun to take away the nostalgic love that is forever embedded in my heart. Let me explain. The Glock 17, formerly known as the go-to gun when all else fails in your favorite action game, is the bigger brother to the Glock 19. Holding a maximum of 17 rounds in a standard magazine, the Glock 17 is the complete package when it comes to utilizing a full-size handgun. But wait, it gets better. Hitting human-sized targets at 25 yards almost becomes effortless when maximizing the 17's 4.5-inch barrel's potential. If cheating was a thing in the gun world, imagine what the Glock 17's accuracy can do if you unified it with the red dot. But it's not, which is why I got the MOS version. Add this on top of a full-size grip plus whatever latest generation you're probably rocking at the time, and time itself becomes a thing of the past when you can only focus on making love with your beloved Glock 17. Or shall I say busting headshots at hunters trying to swipe at your legs like a zombie-infested chihuahua. Ever wonder why they call it the best duty combat handgun to complete a weapon system of all time? But not because it holds 17 rounds in a chamber, but because it's more reliable than Uncle Sam himself when he comes for your taxes every April 15th. This gun was designed to just run, and if it had feet, I'd probably put my money on the Glock 17 to beat Tyreek Hill in a foot race, whether it's through the harshest weather conditions or through any physical abuse. There's a reason why they call the Glock 17 the AK-47 of the handgun world. They're almost identical, and both are built off simple mechanics, except one has a safety lever and the other shoots 9mm projectiles. They don't call the G17 the founding father of Glocks for no reason, which has paved the way for the rest of the handgun world to set a standard so high that whenever you're in a conversation with your little pew-pew buddies, you're almost likely to hear the words Glock 17 at least once. The bigger question is, who wouldn't want the most respected handgun in the whole gun industry in the palm of their hands? Better yet, who wouldn't want to rely on the most superior full-size handgun to save your life when the Reaper himself comes tiptoeing on your roof at 3 in the morning? But I guess this what makes the gun community so amazing is that there really is something out there for everybody. Just like how I feel the Glock 17 makes the perfect matchup to my M92. It's like they found each other off eHarmony and now they're in the perfect matrimony. After several hours of searching the interweb, I've come to the conclusion that there's just too much information out there to make me a Glock 17 fanboy over all the rest of the other handguns. But in reality, I really want to say a Chris Redfield fanboy, but I think we can all agree that the intro to this video gives it the justice I deserve. Until then, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. To watch more content like this in the future, click the subscribe button. To get instant updates for the latest pew pew content, click the bell notification icon as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video.